In the 1970s, during restoration work at a mosque in the city of Sanaa in Yemen, a massive amount of ancient Quran manuscripts were discovered. It was actually a false ceiling once the lower ceiling was broken open. Among all of the manuscripts that were found there was one manuscript, almost complete, of the Quran, which actually does differ from the standard manuscript of Uthman. The simple form of the traditional narrative is in 3 stages. One is kind of like the heavenly stage. The Quran is an eternal book sent down to Muhammad. And then the second stage is Muhammad proclaims different elements, but then stage 3 is accomplished only by his successors. There's a project usually affiliated with the third successor, his name is Uthman, who gathers up different fellows and establishes the authoritative text so that the text that Muslims have today is an earthly replica of the heavenly Quran.
Under Uthman, I've heard the story as well that he burned the alternative copies.
Uthman was not the first one, actually, to bring all of the elements of the Quran together. Other companions of Muhammad had done that on their own. But once the official codex is established by Uthman, now these personal copies are a problem. Uthman recognized this. They had to be eliminated. He put out an order that everyone had to give these over. Ultimately, they were all destroyed and harmony was established.
Were there different versions of the Quran being recited?
Yes, because of variants. These variants involve chapters of the Quran that are not in Uthman's version. The tradition basically accepted that Uthman did his job perfectly. Not a single error in them. In the 1970s, there was one manuscript which actually does differ from the standard manuscript of Uthman. This manuscript is actually what's known as a palimpsest, which means that there's a lower text, the lower layer of writing, which was erased by scraping, and then a new text, in this case also Quran, the standard version of the Quran. We are now able to recover the lower text. The thing is about this lower text is that it actually does not match the reports attributed to any single companion of Muhammad. It matches some of them in some places, others in other places. It doesn't match any report that we have. Wait a second. Maybe this destabilizes the whole story. Maybe we've just found an early version of the Quran, which is more primitive than the standard version. And therefore, we should start rethinking what verses or what wording is the authoritative Quran that should be used today.